another world.
Yes, and I just saw a Doctor Strange cosplayer, and now I'm very happy. Because it's Doctor Strange.
Sorry, I can't help
No,
but
no,
laugh. It's just simple things.
we understood. We understood.
The furthest ever went out, but a Doctor Strange cosplayer, it makes my life all so much better.
Yes, but I mean, he is husband, Doctor Strange, so he's Marvel husband.
On the subject of cosplays, when me and Tash went to the Baldur's Gate live performance on Saturday, I will say, Baldur's Gate cosplay community, I'm disappointed in you. I did not see the full party. There were far too many Astarians.
Yeah, there's always that's what happens though, isn't it? When you get
The community's a little too thirsty for their traumatized vampire.
Yep, I didn't see Will, Gale, Karlak, or... yeah, we did. No, sorry, yeah, one Gale. I've been corrected from the bed. No, sorry, Will's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, there was no Wills, no Karlaks, no Lazels. Lots of Astarians, though, all at different points. And Shadowheart. But it was
I mean, I
a good
can't
performance.
complain too much about seeing lots of Shadowhearts.
No, although I did feel rather underdressed because I was there in just jeans and a t-shirt and a hoodie. I was like, okay, a couple of people also in t-shirts and trousers, what have you, but at least they were like wearing Baldur's Gate or D&D themed merch. And there's me in a black tee, like, yeah, I feel very underdressed.
I had a lady come into work today and she had a Vox Machina hoodie on. With it all written across.
Nice.
It's like, yes, you know what is up. She was a mum as well, from what I could gather, because the little girl brought a yo-yo. And her dad, and that's like, aha, I see.
It makes life easy. Because then you force the kid to watch Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Easy peasy. This is, well, not completely off topic, but our theme at work at the minute this year is myths and legends. And half term, they've created a wheel of destiny that you have to spin and do tasks from.
Okay.
I think it's going to be like a really simple wheel, and it's like, yeah, because our theme back at Easter was like mythical creatures and things. And then the summer's like gods and goddesses to do with like Olympics and like outdoors and stuff. But yeah, this half term coming, we have the Wheel of Destiny.
And it's the Wheel of Destiny, child.
So yes.
Doesn't have the same rhyme.
No.
It's a shame we can't do a deck of many things.
Bite your tongue, woman.
It's over on my right hand side of the bookshelf. I can get up and go and get it.
No, you can't. Nope. No.
No. What I mean is at work that it's just like a wheel doing it. It's like it would be far more amusing if it was like a deck of many things and the things actually happened. It would make the day much more amusing.
You say that, but I just imagine the idea of a child drawing the avatar card. You just sit there watch this child suddenly keel over petrified screaming. It's like, what happens? Like, oh, I see what happened. It drew the death card. Sorry, your child is dead.
It's okay. They're like Gen Z or Gen Alpha. They're expecting to die.
Oh dear.
I mean, like nice things in it though. You know, hop to another dimensional plane and back. You know.
Okay, get a few wishes. Get a level up.
+1 strength.
Giant pet.
No, but the problem is that you need the bad ones because that's what makes it fun. Because imagine if they got the Oh, the traitor one where, like, a friend becomes a hated enemy. Just watch a lovely couple come in and suddenly it evolves into, like, Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
I trusted you, Anakin. You were my brother.
That's the second time Ewan McGregor's come up during this chat.
Yep.
It's the second time Ewan McGregor's come up today for me as well. I was talking about Winnie the Pooh earlier, the Winnie the Pooh film with him in at work.
There's a Winnie the Pooh film with Ewan McGregor?
Yeah.
Yeah, haven't you seen it? The live action Winnie the Pooh? With Ewan McGregor.
No, I've not.
He plays a grown up Christopher Robin, and there's a live action. Yeah.
Yeah, he plays live action Christopher Robin. They got all the 100 Acre Wood characters. There were memes for days because it was Ewan McGregor on the bench and he would just look over at Winnie the Pooh and just be like, ah, Christopher Robin.
Or Kenobi.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Winnie the Pooh literally pops up and goes, Christopher Robin.
The memes will keep things alive.
Happy days.
Speaking of happy days. So, to
Monday, Wednesday, happy days.
Mondays are very happy days. They're D&D days for me. You guys, as the wonderful band of adventurers that you are, had begun to travel northwards, tracking down powerful artifact items with a homemade compass. Upon landing in the Great Wide North, you travelled a short distance towards a lone cabin which was inhabited by a man who went by the name of Old Wolf. And he admits that he was one of the founders of the Order of the Silver Arrows. The very faction that Rex, our player who is not here right now, is currently a member of. You inquired about the artifacts you were chasing, and he pointed you in the direction of an old hunting lodge some distance away, and that the White Hunter might have what you're looking for. You ventured out and came across this mansion, sat in the middle of the pitch white snow, and Aileen had sent in her familiar to go poke around where she found there was a wonderful garden being kept safe from the cold and the wind. But upon entering realised that the garden space is much larger than it appears on the outside. At which point then got frightened by something chasing it and was forced to vanish at Aileen's request. And we join you as you're all sat outside the mansion. So boys and girls, what would you like to do?
So it's dangerous in there, right?
If you're a raven. It was a hawk that was chasing it.
Oh, quick aside, I've also given you a fancy token.
Ooh.
For some reason, this is controlled by Aileen, but there we go.
Thank you. Yeah, the one that was on there, I just pulled off into the fog of war.
I just realised it would help if you're on the page. It's the problem, I DM so often on other pages where you guys aren't, and my brain's like, yeah, you're here now. Oh wait, you're not.
There we are.
Yeah. Anyways, carry on. The DM was showing off fancy things.
What is this stuff?
I'm still laughing at the fact that I used my actual cat, as a familiar token.
It was hilarious. The statue.
Hold on, I'll show him off real quick before I pull him off to the side. Yeah, I caught a picture of my cat mid-yawn, and he reminded me of the terror dogs from Ghostbusters.
Now that you said that, I can't unsee it.
You're welcome.
During the week. Yeah.
But as far as I know, he's not fucking around with interdimensional spaces, so we're good still.
It's a cat, of course they are. They're just being polite and not telling you.
Well, I haven't caught him fucking around with interdimensional spaces. Let's rephrase.
That's the whole thing. The first thing you learn as cats and with interdimensional spaces is how to slip into them.
Indeed, cats are very good at doing that, especially mine. She's very good at suddenly disappearing and then reappearing.
Exactly. The first Kitty's first trans-dimensional transfer.
First, Stephanie, are they talking shit about you?
Thankfully,
No, we're
one, she
talking
can't
shit
hear
ab-
you, but also two, she's nowhere to be seen right now, so she probably is just lurking somewhere.
Technically, we're talking shit about all cats.
No, I have seen her. I have seen a shape in the darkness. So she's around, but she can't hear you all, so I'm fine. Anyways, regarding the statue,
Yes.
dear Eppa, the statue is on there to represent that of a white dragon. In a similar pose to like a prancing horse.
But in black.
If it was the white marble, it wouldn't stick out so much. So it had to be in the black marble, and I had to mod the statue a bit. Because if you notice, the head and the body are not the same shade of black.
The ravages of time have affected the statue.
I'd like to just have a little poke around the statue if I can.
You certainly can. Go ahead and give me an investigation check as you go to have a poke around.
Oh, this is never a bad idea.
That's a 21.
Nice.
As you approach and have a nosy at the statue, you find that it has arcane runes etched along the belly and up towards the neck of this particular statue.
Ooh, what do they say? What do they say?
Your knowledge of the arcane and such seems to indicate to you that this is some sort of a trap, and you very nearly activated it.
What is the actual trigger?
The trigger is to go up and touch the statue.
Oh!
You need to touch its boob.
And is there any clue as to what would have happened? Would it have just been arcane runes exploding on me? What does it look like the trap would actually have been?
Judging by the pose of the statue, as it's mid prance and everything else, but the head is pointed down at the ground, probably would have been a white dragon breath weapon right where it's aimed.
So how does stealing magic work?
This is not a thing you can steal.
Aww. Can't blame a wizard for trying.
No, can't blame you.
Don't touch the statue. It'll make you somehow colder. No, just FYI. Did the raven went in that way, yeah? Or was the raven down at the bottom of the map? I'm just trying to get my bearings.
The raven went up to here, to the top part of the map, where the actual mansion is.
I just moved the token off screen because it had been dismissed.
Roger, Dodge.
Yeah. Alien needs to resummon the familiar.
In which case...
How long does that take? If I do a ritual cast, it's 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's hold off on that. Oh, here we go. Charlie with the dad jokes.
Real frosty reception. Terrible, sir. Terrible.
Well, it sounds like the host is a little flaky.
Ugh.
I have the stupidest big smile right now. I watched Fall Guy yesterday, so like terrible puns and ridiculous jokes are entirely where I live. So I apologize if I'm worse than normal.
You're not sorry.
Okay, fine. I'm being polite and saying I'm sorry.
We know better.
Well, Foxy, you're the hunter here. Any reason we shouldn't just go in? Wait, Foxy's player's not here.
Yes, Foxy's currently not here right now.
That's
Rex,
very
though,
unhelpful.
would advise just be careful. We're not quite sure what traps are available.
Just to check, we do have a Tash with us, correct?
No, Atasha is currently not with us, although she's in the same room.
Okay. I mean, okay. Aelin, you're the only one who knows what's in there.
Wait, what? How?
Lead the way.
Oh, yeah,
No,
sure.
it was a garden that the familiar went into in the back. Not the building itself, right?
There you go. There is the garden in the back.
Oh.
Alright, yeah. So, well, I hate to tell you there, Papa, but the familiar only went into the garden in the back, and it was like some sort of interdimensional pocket space, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Honestly, I respect it.
I mean, what do we do? Do we knock?
Oh, I mean,
Offer more Girl Scout cookies?
Das raises a hand and is like, I could go for more Girl Scout cookies right now, actually. Do we have some?
yes, you have 997 of them in your bag.
Oh,
And they're Cobalt Scout cookies. Thank you very much. But yeah, you need to offer them to whoever answers the door. Off you go.
Do you have the peanut butter ones? I want the peanut butter ones.
Das does.
This is Marie. This is Marie saying this now, not Aelin.
Where's that voice come from? They're just nobles. Don't smite me, mighty smiter!
But so Das dives into the back hall and comes back and goes, oh look, a lemon one.
What? No, wait, no, don't eat the yellow snow!
No, eat the yellow snow. I want to see this. It tastes like frozen lemonade. Go for it.
God. No? Okay. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna knock.
Das takes a bite out of the yellow stone. It's just like, no, just for orange and lemon.
There's just the complete slack-jawed look on Eppa's face as he just constantly knocks on the door. What are you doing? Thump, 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 thump.
As you knock on the door, you get nothing in response for a couple of minutes. But slowly the doors open.
Just as we're sort of waiting, I think I will cast Detect Magic. Just to protect myself from any traps.
That's absolutely fine. You do get a very strong sense of magic overall from this place. A lot of it is enchantments and what's the scoreless animate object in? Is that enchantment? Or have duration?
I would assume that was transmutation.
Okay, for transmutation. Yeah, okay, so that's like the kind of magics you're getting. But yeah, eventually it opens out and you see inside to a large foyer. The building itself is actually nicely warm. You actually get this like warm breeze off the building as the doors open, and you see inside this large open space. 2 chandeliers hang from the ceiling, about 40 feet above you, brightly lighting this entire exterior. In front of you sits an impressive fountain. Again, these 2 white dragon statues, although this time now they are humanoid and dressed to be more like hunters, in leather armor with bows and a quiver on their back. In between their backs is a large fountain. Inside, as you get closer, you can see inside there are 4 stone koi fish, just doing circles.
The stone koi fish are in motion? They're just circling the fountain?
They are circling the middle part of the fountain, yes.
Huh.
Aylin would like to cast Detect Magic as well, because she's like completely fascinated with this and wants to see how it works.
Fair thing.
Is anyone else getting Lilith Temple vibes?
No, it seems too calm for Lilith. I could be wrong.
Wait, did I even take Detect Magic? What is wrong with it? Wow, okay. Yeah, I didn't take Detect Magic because I'm an idiot.
I cast a spell I don't have.
I cast Magic Missile. What are you attacking? I'm attacking the darkness.
The darkness in the corner.
Or something like that. I take it you guys are familiar with Summoner Geeks?
Mm-hmm.
I'm attacking the darkness.
Not familiar with it directly, but it seems to have the same energy as whatever was responsible for I Cast Flare. Which was just a meme throughout university for me.
As someone who plays a WoW hunter recently, casting Flare is great. Anyway. So yes, the overall magic you get from looking at the koi pond is that, yeah, there are stone koi. They are animated just to spin in a circle. It's calming. Eppa,
Is there anything in the middle of the circle?
make a perception check for me.
I'm not.
May I assist him?
You may.
So you're the one looking at the fountain. That was more of a suggestion out of character.
Oh, okay.
Well, whoever wants to look in the fountain, make a perception check. In the meantime, Eppa, you come over to this area here, and there is a large stone door. There is no handle and no means of opening it. Your detect magic gives you very strong arcane locks. 4 to be precise.
If only I'd taken knock.
Ditto.
Actually, knock doesn't work on arcane locks, does it?
I don't think so. I'll double check.
But I don't have the spell, so don't worry about it. I'm guessing dispel magic wouldn't remove magical locks.
It would remove arcane lock if you roll high enough on the dispel. Anyway, with Tink and Aylin though, as you stare into the koi pond, you do notice an interesting mechanism, sort of in the depths of the water. It's not perfectly clear, but you can make out something that looks like the mechanism of how the koi fish turns, although it's turning counter to how the koi fish is spinning. So the koi fish are going clockwise, and this mechanism you can see is going counterclockwise in steps.
Mm. Yeah. Like a water milk kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah. But the fountain itself is not too deep. You can actually just reach down and grab it and try and manipulate it if you wish.
As I have recently learned in another campaign, I'm not gonna fuck around with things like this anymore because I found out. Right, Charlie?
Oh, man. Someone just going
people in Twitch
to...
chat.
No, my wizard decided to go snooping in the castle that the party is staying in, and she managed to unlock a door, but completely missed the glyph of warding. Oh! She fucked around and she found out.
Only one glyph of warding made you a coward?
No, it was the fact that the lich who owns the castle, she got pissed. A little bit.
Okay, that's more valid.
Yeah. Yes,
I'm just
glyph of
gonna-
ward went boom.
You were saying...
Sorry, Christy.
I said I'm just gonna let it be as well, because be it me not to ruin like somebody else's work.
Yeah, it's kind of rude to break somebody else's toys when you're kind of an uninvited guest.
Yeah.
But, like, did we open the door, or did the door open by itself?
The door opened by itself.
Oh, okay, so we were invited. Sort of.
We were let in.
Still doesn't
Yes.
mean that we want to annoy whoever let us in.
I did say it has Lilith's temple vibes. You mentioned that there's 4 locks on this door.
Yes.
Is there anything like, for lack of a better way, an analogy, you know how like in video games, and you've got like a scanner, and it'll show you like, here's the thing, and it has like a trail that leads you to something else that is connected to this puzzle.
Yeah.
Is there any sort of connection between these locks and something that would unlock them?
Since you've still got the detect magic up, there is something in the fountain which is indicating you to one lock. The other 3 point you to other game targets, let's say.
So like a couple up this corridor, or one up this corridor, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Is there anything in the bottom of that fountain?
Real quick, Brian, is my air elemental still there?
It is, yes, it would still be here. Let me go summon that for you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was like, I don't think she dismissed it.
There it is.
I say again. Is there anything in the bottom of that fountain? This
Mechanism
door-
to make the fish go the circle.
I'm not so sure. This door seems connected to it. Is there anything funny about it?
If you want, I can lower you down by your feet and you can check it out. You have water breathing, right?
Ha. Ha. As he sort of trots over, looks in, and just goes splush.
And like the others you find at the bottom, there is a mechanism which is going counterclockwise but in steps.
Is there any pattern to the steps? Is it regular? Is there?
It is regular stepping pattern. But it's just more puzzling the fact that it's going counter to the fish.
Ebba's just gonna go, just gonna dip underneath, and he's gonna see if there's like a little, I don't know, like anything to manipulate this little device.
There's not really much to manipulate. It is like a small cogged wheel that you can just put your claws around and work if needs be.
What? Tank?
Yeah.
Can you try and make this doodad turn the other way? I think
Can
it'll
we say
help
we-
unlock that door.
Are we sure we want to do that?
I don't know. Maybe. The place let us in. And, well... I don't know, it feels like... this is like some sort of, like, test.
I get what you mean. And I get what you mean. There's 4 locks and there's 4 fish.
And connected the fish. I just connected the doodad in the middle.
No, I was more thinking there's 4 fish and there's 4 locks. As Brian has restated that there was 4 locks. But, you know.
Well, you're the one who's good with mechanics. As he sort of just clambers out of the fountain. I'm glad it's warm in here, otherwise I'd get the death of cold.
Like I say, though, there would be something moving the opposite way because it's a bit like, you know, frogs and that. They do.
Yeah. So it's your trained eye, think. It's weird that, considering the fish are moving one way, this cogged wheel in the middle should go in the same direction, but for some reason it's going the other way. Granted, it's going in steps, but it's still weird.
Is it like in steps, like in sync with the fish circling?
Doesn't appear to be, no.
I would say the first thing is maybe figuring out how to stop it moving. And then we can maybe change its direction.
Well, it is just a cogged wheel. You can put your hand on it and manipulate it. Do you want to give that a shot? Just put your hand on it and...
I could druid craft a rock or something, or a stick or a post or something to jam it with.
Pink will stick her spear in, not the trident, just normal spear.
You have
Although I've got
Tinker's
some
tools!
arrows. Sorry?
You have Tinker's tools! Ready to break it!
Something long.
We want
No,
infinite
but what I mean
leverage.
is like a long form of pole, yeah. Which isn't going to be Tinker's tools, so.
Well, you do
I
manage
don't
to
know.
stop the wheel, and you do find it twists the other way quite comfortably. At which point it begins to tick at its stepped pace in now a clockwise direction, and you hear the faint chime and fizzle as one of the arcane locks has come undone. 1 down, 3 to go.
Okay, so there's environmental clues as to how the state of the world should be. Interesting.
Like 4 locks, 4 elements.
Yeah, that's just what I was going to say.
Is there
one?
Wait, which doors are locked? The ones on the left or the ones on the right?
It's this right-hand door was locked.
Okay.
This door over here.
Okay.
Well, is
If it
there,
helps.
what are these things either side of the
Other big
pond?
These 2 large statues, they are of white dragonborn shaped.
No, not that. The round.
Oh, they're chandeliers hanging from the ceiling.
Okay.
I'd
Well,
like
when I did
to
the map up, it looked really
send
bad with just all this. So I was like, yeah, chandeliers, that makes it look nicer.
I'd like to send the air elemental up to. Wait, air elemental can carry an Aelin, can it? They're strong enough to do that, right?
Hang on there, let me double
Think
check
so.
our elemental stats. It's more the fact of it would also probably end up hurting you.
Oh no,
think.
it managed to carry my character earlier in the campaign without any harm.
It's got a strength of 14.
But is this from Summon Elemental?
Yeah.
It was from last
No,
session.
if it's Summon Elemental, it's strength of 18. It's not the exact same creature.
Ah.
Oh, it's like a bigger elemental.
Smaller but chunkier. Smaller and swole.
In any case, yeah, it would have the strength to carry you. If it's got a strength of 18.
Okay, well, she will ask it to carry her up to, let's say this chandelier right here, the one on the left, and she'd like to investigate that.
I was just thinking, might the chandelier be fire if it holds candles?
The air elemental is shot towards the chandelier, and it is just a plain, simple chandelier. Well, you'd expect to find candles, though. You find little globes of light in the spaces where the candles should be. It's a simple magic, but very effective. And wax efficient.
Same thing for the right hand.
Same thing for the other side.
Okay.
I will say there's
Anyway.
nothing connecting the chandeliers to the locked door. Just FYI.
Okay.
Anyways,
I was just making sure.
yeah.
Also, wait, what did you say was making it glow?
Little globes of light. As in, like, literally the light spell, but just a smaller version.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, like I said, it's wax efficient.
Doop.
Anyways, Eppo, as you enter in this room, this appears to be some sort of a living room. 2 fireplaces set on the far wall with a bearskin rug in front. 2 long sofas flank and chevron the light from the fireplaces with a small table in between them. Off to the side you can see a couple of bookcases, a small drinks trolley and a writing desk right now with a few napkins, glasses and a bottle of fine whiskey left out. And inside the display case you can see some butterflies and daggers.
Eppa just charges for the books.
Oh no.
This is a white dragon god's hunting lodge. What books does this guy read?
50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, if we know Shiro.
The 400 names of snow.
Yep. Yep, there's an Inuit translation guide. How to survive Canadian winters. How to survive Deadpool, signed by Ryan Reynolds.
So there's that one book about the time he was forced to take part in a polyamorous wedding campaign as well.
Yep. But most of the books are just related to outdoorsy activities, hunting, fishing, bushcraft, all that kind of stuff.
I'm just going to go through and he's going to shake each one just to see if anything falls out. Whilst everyone else looks around.
The question is, are you putting them back, or are you just dropping them to the floor when you're done?
I will. I think at first he probably stack them on top of the bookshelves, and then afterwards he'll tidy up.
Okay. As you start shaking all the books out and put them to one side, you do notice after a while the books then just start putting themselves back.
I have to learn the spell.
I know, right? I'd never have to do housework again. That'd be great.
Twitch chat, is there a copy of Gelatinous Joy in there? Quite possibly.
Aarakocra action.
It might be just tucked away in like a corner. Hard to reach this place.
Heading next to his copy of Twilight.
Oh God, no. Not
Oh
quite.
God, yes.
Rather,
Burn
but the only book
every copy.
the only book that Appa doesn't touch on the shelf is Caring for Your Cloaca. Or your cloaca. Which is just like, nope. Don't need to look at that. Oh boy!
Bit of an in-joke for people who used to play with the there was a monster manual in there, 3.5 edition one, but for some reason the Dryad page is just stuck.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. Throwing it for you all now. Anyways, Aelin, as you're over by the writing desk / drinks cabinet, you can see that there are 5 glasses set out, as if someone was expecting you. The bottle itself is a fine whiskey, aged about 200 years. And you do notice that there are some papers stuffed in the corner. And as you pull them out, they are old notes on can't even say the word, butterfly nonsense. The internet is what I mean.
Butterfly studies.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to say that word.
Have we seen butterflies?
There's a couple of cabinets filled with them.
Oh,
There's a
did,
display case with some butterflies in right now.
oh, okay. Are they still alive? Are they moving? Or are they kind of pinned in place?
They are pinned in place.
Were there any butterflies in the little forest preserve that the familiar saw before Aelin dismissed him?
You don't recall seeing any. Although your passive nature, you note that the butterflies in here are strange, for they are almost like mirrors to each other. The ones on the left in the yellow are called the warm sunrise, and the ones on the right are the winter sunset. And they're essentially the same butterfly, but it's just like one hatches in the... If they hatch earlier in the year, they become the dawn ones. If they hatch later, they become the winter ones.
Aelin would like to try and switch their positions.
The display case is currently locked. I need some fine fingers to open them.
I would like Eppa, is there anything magical about this case?
Which one?
Like the butterfly case? Because I'm thinking it may be another lock. Like maybe I was thinking maybe switching their positions on the board would open up another lock.
Is there any trace?
There is a trace of magic about these butterflies, yes.
Does it sort of like... Is there like a connection that traces back to the door? Yeah, that looks like it's the case.
Is it trapped?
I don't see explosion magic.
Okay.
Why? As he's sort of like halfway through the books. Is there anything special about butterflies?
I think this might be one of the another arcane lock.
Okay,
Yes. Old buddy, old pal.
Yes, Blondie, what do you need?
Could you unlock that case for us, please?
Oh, since you said please, I'll see what I can do about it. Casual 19 from that, Leo.
Nice.
I'm just half expecting, like, how does that solve this problem? Punch.
Dash is just sitting there chatting with you like, yeah, since you said yes, I'll happily do it for you. Watches his tail, just sticks the dagger and just pops the lock straight off. There you go.
Thank you.
So yeah, inside that display case you see 2 dawn butterflies, 2 daggers, and then 2 winter butterflies.
Is there anything magical about the daggers?
You spend some time looking at the daggers. They are certainly magical. They're certainly enchanted. But the magic itself is so strong you can't make out all the details.
But is it how do I put it? Is it a separate enchantment to the lock?
Yes.
I'll just take those out of the way, and he's just going to use Mage Hand to swoop the daggers out of the cabinet.
Yep.
And puts them in front of Das.
Oh, pointy.
Let's just step back 10 feet before you pick those up.
And Aelin would like to switch the positions of the butterflies. Like whatever was on the left, goes on the right, or whatever was top goes, whatever. Just make them opposite of each other.
You move the butterflies around and you put them into an order of winter on the right, summer on the left. Sorry, winter left, summer right, and then you hear the sound of the door unlocking.
Ooh, 2 down, 2 to go. And right after you said that the door was unlocking, the ice machine would clunk. Perfect timing.
You find anything over there, Tank?
I was having a look at the fire. Is there any, animal imagery or anything?
So over here at the fireplace, obviously there's the bearskin rug at your feet, which is lovely and soft.
Also poor bear.
Indeed, poor bear, but so soft. But on the mantelpieces of the fireplace, you can see a variety of portraits and pictures hand-sketched by an artist of some description. They depict things you're not expecting, like a gold and a blue dragonborn standing on a mountaintop as they're looking out over the horizon. The blue dragonborn specifically has his hands outstretched as he's discussing something.
Yeah.
A couple of monstrous beasts like a chimera and some sort of giant lizard. Not a dragon.
Godzilla?
No, not Godzilla.
Blue Oyster Cult will be so disappointed.
It is a good song, but no, it's not Godzilla. But it is like a giant lizard thing. So, yeah, there's some weird hand-drawn chalk sketches.
Anything else notable about,
Not really, no.
what's on it?
No, there's the things that really jump out at you for this kind of thing.
Wait, Daz, don't pick those up.
But I want the sharp pointy things.
I remembered I have Aiden. Why don't you go work with the others on finding the next lock, and I'll just ritual cast it.
Right, fine. I'll
get to it.
I'll give you 10 minutes.
Thank you. So yeah, Eb will just sit here and ritual cast for the next 10 minutes.
Okay. Whilst Eppo is preoccupied for the next 10 minutes, where does everybody else want to go? There is a room to the north of where you guys currently are, that Das is padding up towards right now. Or you got two more rooms to the right.
I guess Aelin and her elemental will follow Das. Someone's got to try and keep him out of trouble.
That one immediately ahead of me is locked, isn't it?
Yes.
So we've come down the stairs.
You're currently on the ground floor. Those stairs go up to a higher level.
Which is what I wondered, so I'm going to go up.
Okay. You make your way up the spiral staircase. It comes through a large landing made out of a different polished wood. You can see there are two sets of stairs that go up to a further higher level that you can see where it joins up to some sort of an upper level.
So is there this landing that I'm on? Can I see? Or is it just a landing?
It's just a landing. On the back wall, though, you can see there's like a large tapestry, and it depicts the history of the mansion. It depicts a white dragon coming along and setting up this place, and then inviting hunters of all stock and size to have a go at hunting something amazing.
Okay, think we'll carry on up to the next level.
Okay, looks. I will catch up with you in a minute.
The stairs it is.
Meanwhile, with the others, as you are all downstairs, you open this door, and it opens out into a rather large dining room, complete with a kitchen on the back wall. And as you open the door, you are instantly assaulted by the smells of hot food, spices, smell of nice warm beer.
Beer.
And on the table in front of you, a feast has already been laid out for you. Whole mix of fruit, vegetables, cooked and cold meats. To which Jas, in full Looney Tunes glory, just dives right on him.
Okay. Aelin will monitor the canary in the mine, aka Das. See if anything dastardly happens to him.
I love the fact that Jas being the canary in the mine.
Canary in the coal mine, also known as Das.
Well, Das, initially nothing bad really happens to him. He like starts taking, like an apple in one hand, like grabs a banana with another, and tries to grab a sausage with the third, and he like instantly reacts as if something smacks him on the hand. He's like, "What the hell hit me?" And suddenly, like what he was trying to hold in his two hands is like now on a plate in front of him, and he's like, well, "Thank you, magical house." Oh, and a fork as well. Lovely. Kobolds truly are the natural state of animaniacs. Yep. It's canon now. It's not changing.
Would that make him wacko then?
Which one of the three is the smart one?
Yakko.
Yakko.
Oh, Dot.
God damn it, so much shirt. But quite over the noise of everything else, you just hear some disappointed voice yelling, "Where's the lamb sauce?"
Oh, I had a carver yesterday. It was so good. Although admittedly I didn't think to get lamb sauce. Like mint sauce for the lamb.
I had the oddest question at work the other day. They're like, "Do you sell mint to make mint sauce?" And I was like, you can surely use any mint, and they're like, no, there's like a specific mint to make mint sauce. Like, I'm pretty sure there's not.
I mean, there's
Pretty
some
sure
different
you can.
kinds of mint, 'cause you'll have spearmint,
Oh yeah,
peppermint.
there is. Yeah. Oh yeah, because we sell like after 8 mint and strawberry mint and blackcurrant mint and lime mint
Yeah.
and Moroccan mint and spearmint. Yeah, we do them all at work, and they're like, yeah, it's none of these. I just want plain mint.
Yeah, go to a garden centre and grab some
it's like-
seeds and start growing them yourself.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you could theoretically use any mint, and they're like, yeah, I just want plain mint. It's not like any like hybrid, just mint. And I was like, is there anything that is just mint? You know, is there such thing as just mint? No, like
You just reminded me that there is spicy in all 4 elements. Mint is the spicy of cold. Sorry, the minty of.
yeah.
Sorry, the spice. I think it's the spicy of cold. Ginger is spicy of earth. Chili is spicy of fire, and I forget something else is meant to be like the spicy of the final one.
The tequila is the spicy of water. Or 4 spices lived together in harmony, and then suddenly the cocktail began.
Well, tequila, mint, a little bit of ginger, some chili. That's gonna be that cocktail's gonna hit you.
So
Nothing else. It's not necessarily gonna taste nice. It's just going to hit you.
There will be a suplex in your taste buds.
Doctor, I need an ambulance. I've been suplexed by my tongue.
That's what she said. Two things that you wouldn't think go together, and they actually do really well: chili pepper and beer.
Oh, of course they do.
Mm-hmm.
I was over at a friend's house a few years ago, and I had brought over a couple of bottles of this chili pepper beer. And one of mutual friends stopped by, and my friend leaves the room, and I get a text message: "Hey, give Jason the chili beer." So I'm like, okay. I pour him a little bit, and he's like, just takes a big drink. He's like, "Oh, what the fuck was that?" I go, "So even worse." So I chugged the beer out of the bottle I was still holding. He's like, "You fucker, give me that." He refused to be outdone by a girl. Sorry, I went off on a tangent there. My bad.
It's all good.
But whilst we're on this tangent, the worst beer I've ever had was clearly a beer that had gone off, and it was meant to be a wild cherry bitter. Truly the worst thing I've ever tasted. Because
It would just taste hell.
it tasted like vinegar, but so vinegary that I felt the pain in my teeth. I thought it was melting my teeth. So I managed to get a flog about. I only got one pint, and there's a reason I don't trust Belgium and any of its beers, because this is also a Belgian beer. But managed to flog about half the pint off to some other people. But I'd sort of run out of people to flog off and trick. And so it's just like, well, I wasn't going to waste the rest of it. And so I necked about half a pint of truly the worst drink in the world. I don't think I stopped feeling my teeth vibrate till the morning afterwards.
Anyways, back on the food of the game though. Yes, Das has been ordered to eat off a plate like a sensible human being by some sort of unseen servant. But as you guys are rummaging around in there, Eppo, you identify would complete.
Yay!
And these daggers, they are certainly enchanted. They are +1 daggers, but they can only exist as a pair.
As in, they have to be wielded by one person at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any other clue than it's +1 of must be used together?
They are +1 daggers and must be used together.
Hmm.
Anything other than that, you cannot make out even with identify. It is just too much.
I'm sure that these will be fine for Das. I should probably catch up with
Oh.
others. And he just sort of like grabs them both, stuffs them in his belt, and trots around the corner to catch up with everyone.
Mm-hmm. Alright then, whilst we're doing that, upstairs with Tink. I haven't done a map of the upstairs because the upstairs is really boring.
That's all right.
As you look around upstairs, you can see that both sides of this upper area are still in the same U shape as the downstairs footprint, if you ignore the garden. Is flanked by doors. They are spaced out in what look like, especially to you, like dorm rooms and rooms in inns.
Okay. Well, it was you did say invited people, so.
Yeah, and as you poke on through, you can see each room is laid up ready for a guest. There is a warm jug of water, a wash basin, a simple bed, and somewhere to hang your cloak and keep your gear tidy. And each room's pretty much laid out the same. Some rooms are a bit bigger. Obviously meant for 2 people. There is 2 large ones at the end, which are clearly laid out for a good 4 or 5 to share.
Whoever owns this manor, is encouraging of polyamory. In other words, cool.
Yeah, I'm also getting Goldilocks and the Three Bear vibes. If we lay in one, it's going to be just right.
Regardless of who lays in the bed, it's just right. Somehow, the magic of this place is weird. It's the one thing I'm trying to keep consistent in this place. Everything's just right.
Say you cut out there.
Oh. No, don't tell me it's happening again. Yeah,
the last thing I heard you say was, regardless if you lay down.
Oh, regardless of any of you lay down, the bed is just going to be perfect for you.
Yeah.
One person was like, oh yes, it's perfectly soft. The other one's like, excellent, I can smack my head into this and knock myself out. Anyways, back to you guys with the feast.
Has Das keeled over yet?
No, Das hasn't killed over. He's quite happily eating. He's just sitting there with his mouth full going like, it's really good.
Is there any chunky piece of food on Das's?
There's a few chunky bits of meat and bits of fruit.
Cool. Ebba's just going to come up behind him and put both daggers into an apple. Fear.
Thank you,
That's
Pepper.
me as a pair.
But you put it in an apple.
As in PAIR.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the fruit one. I mean, there's a pear over here, and he like pulls the daggers out and stabs them into a pear, and goes, "There you go. Now they're in a pear." Continues chowing down.
Eppa just looks at the pear for a couple of seconds. Because I'm pretty sure that identify spell is actually verbal. Like, it tells you, it does not write. It's not a written description, it is a verbal description. It's just like a brief moment of just like, okay, cool, no, I definitely interpret it as PAIR. Just magic daggers of pear cutting. So what's going on in here other than Das eating?
That's pretty much it. I'm observing him to make sure he doesn't, like, keel over.
That starts getting out the words of "I'm a canary," but he gets interrupted by choking. But like anime style, like stops, clears his own throat. It's like, "I'm all good. Yep, I'm the canary in the coal mine."
Yeah, after he's cleaned his throat, Ebba's just going to slap him very hard in the back with a mage hand. Just making sure you're not choking.
I'm not choking. I'm okay.
Are you sure? Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I'm hard enough that like an apple core pops on out. It's like, yep, I'm fine. Thank you.
Well, that's worrying. Are there any sausages?
Yes. Yeah, there's coal and cooked meats on there. There's fruit and vegetables.
Ebba just puts together all too much meat on his plate and just joins in.
Is there such a thing?
According to most people, yes. But yeah, he's just going to pile up with like meat, tomato bread. If there's garlic alioli, he's going to have some of that. Calamari, if that's there. Like he's basically me at a Spanish barbecue.
You put quite a spread on your plate.
Sausage and sauerkraut?
Oh no, don't ruin it with sauerkraut. Garlic alioli is much better.
Okay, yeah, I agree. Although sauerkraut is pretty good. Get some hot mustard on there. And some onions.
Suddenly there's just a plate of sauerkraut at the table.
I don't know if as you guys have this conversation, like all manner of other bits start appearing. You can see all the pots and pans are working, and several baskets of ingredients appearing around from this corner here, where there's like a colossal larder.
We should hire these guys for the ship.
Yeah, I need to get me one of these.
Also, this calamari is so fresh. How do they get it out all the way out? Wait. Oh. Is this giant squid calamari? He just sort of turns to the empty room, looking for an answer.
There is no answer from the empty room, although a very sleepy Tash is saying that like Das is very tempted to start singing Be Our Guest. Oh, all subsidiary locomotion from Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
Yes, that's very good.
I know altogether too many of the lyrics to Be Our Guest.
Be our guest, be our guest.
See, my brain starts
Damn it,
there.
Tash!
My brain starts there, but sadly I go into the Simpsons one. So I started going, Be our guest, made from real gorilla chest. Wait.
Like, you gotta do it properly, you gotta do it from the beginning. Ma chère mademoiselle, it is with deepest pride and greatest pleasure that we welcome you tonight. And now we will invite you to relax. Let us pull up a chair as the dining room proudly presents your dinner.
I will do a shameless plug, and the other parody song that I always remember is Cammy Cat's version, who did a D&D animatic song where she's playing a bard, and she literally starts with that whole line of like, "Ladies and gentlemen, it's with greatest joy and deepest pleasure that Galilei Mios presents your demise."
Oh, yes, Cammy Cat. That's so good. Oh, I forgot about that.
I know, it's so good.
Legitimately, I think there's the animate object spell. I almost took it just to recreate that scene.
Anyway,
Although, if we're honest, if ever used that spell, it'd be a bunch of animated guns and cannons, and everyone should run. Wait a minute. I need to learn animate object. I can control all the cannons on my own.
oh no.
firing broadside, and it's just me clicking my fingers.
Magneto was right.
Oh.
Anyways, so yes, the room is refilling you guys a feast, and you are currently stuffing your faces. Das is becoming more food than Das. You're answering the question now of like, he's at 199 pounds, he's about to eat a pound of nachos.
We should probably crack on.
Extra jalapenos.
Oh, can you pass some of those on to my tomato bread, please?
The jalapenos? Sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome.
And
I'm
Ember
not
just
wanting
makes like,
to in the cabin tonight. After all those jalapenos. Want to be with you in the cabin tonight.
I love jalapenos. I think I'm the only person I know that eats jalapenos to enjoy how sweet they are.
No, you're not.
Hooray! But yeah, Emper's gonna like actually leave the table, and he sort of takes like what in my head is like a very chunky toasted piece of bread with like chopped tomatoes and jalapenos on it. He sort of wanders around the room to see if there's anything going on in here besides feeding us, whilst going crunch, crunch, crunch.
Beyond that, it is just basically all feeding you. There seems to be an army of unseen servants running back and forth, doing food and prepping your meal. The windows,
Is your mage hand?
the windows,
Is your mage hand tapping your mouth with a napkin occasionally?
Yes.
of course.
Is it my mage hand? Is it one of the unseen servants? We don't know.
It's hard to tell. They seem to
Something's-
occupy the same space and just merge into one being. But yeah, also the windows that are here, whilst they reflect what would be outside, you notice that there is a small dial. You can actually change it to a particular setting. So like the Doctor Strange doors in the sanctums, you know, so you can sit there and say like, oh no, we'll look outside to a desert. No, I want the stars at night.
Ooh. Yeah, I think Ember will click through, see what we get.
You go through different wallpapers. You got like the XP background, coral.
Oh, you know the shops where they have like different posters and you just flick through them? You don't actually plan on buying the posters.
No caverns.
You just admire
Sad times.
admire the posters. It's kind of like the
Alright, you guys enjoy your food. I'm gonna go find Tink. Tink! Are you alive? There's food!
Just up here.
Oh.
The stairs are this side, by the way. I forgot to block off the bottom half. But yeah, you go up the spiral staircase and you can see things poking around upstairs.
Oh, the kitchen's amazing down there. Like, basically just imagine what you enter eat and it'll turn up. What are you messing with?
Oh, well, there's not actually much to mess up here. I think I found a place to sleep if we need.
Oh. Fair enough. Well, I'm gonna have a little explore around the rest of the house if you want to go grab some food. And watch
Oh,
Das
cool.
become a blimp.
Bless you.
Thank you. Yes, the profanity is part of my sneezing. In case you're wondering.
Yeah, Ep is just gonna be nosy and trot around the house. He's got his nice chunky piece of toast. He's happy.
Yep. Alright then. The next area, there was a door directly in front of you, and there was a door to the north of you on this particular bit of corridor, Eppa.
each door is guarded by a man, and one of them tells the truth and the other tells a lie.
He puts his toast in his mouth and then pushes the door open.
It's gonna follow.
He's a little guy. He doesn't have enough strength to push with one hand. Oh my god, those are wolf pelts.
Nope, they are lions.
Ooh!
Lions and tigers and bears, oh my.
Oh my!
And they're inverse of each other. Look,
I was going to say they're yin and yang.
bit like the koi.
Oh,
Eppa's immediately looking around for anything that is associated with lions.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me. And as you do so, I shall describe the room to you. This room opens up into what looks like some sort of a study. At the top end of the room, next to the fireplace, is a wonderful chaise longue, and on the wall next to you, going all the way down, is a couple of bookcases, again filled with various books, and god damn, was that a natural 20?
Yes, it was. I was giving myself rock fingers whilst you're talking.
are those anything like spirit fingers?
The devil horns where you go rock on.
That was a joke.
Okay. I was a little confused, but I just did question it.
Yeah.
You're saying, Brian.
That's all right. But yeah, as you're looking around, it's like, oh, this was really nice, really nicely decorated. The books are all neatly organised, all about various hunters' lives and autobiographies and things like that. And because of that 20, you decide, you know what, I'm going to look up at the ceiling, and that doesn't match the floor. On the ceiling is what you'd think would be a giant mirror, but it's not, for the lion skin rugs are the other way round. And much closer together.
Okay, Tink, give us a hand, will you? Eppa starts dragging the pelts to the right position. He's just a bit too small and a bit too weak to really move it gracefully.
Yeah, Tinkle. Help.
But yeah, move them around to make them line up.
As you go and grab the rug by its feet,
It comes alive.
does a 19 hit you, Eppa?
A 19 would hit me even if I had a moment to react and cast shield. So it hits me.
Alright then. At this particular moment, the rug does come alive. Do I even have a token for it? I think I do. I wish I could use the lion one, but I'm not that fancy.
You have tigers and bears too?
This is a large, I don't know why it's made it a medium. Right. So yeah, it comes alive and actually wraps around Eppa and then slams him into the floor. Eppa, you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof. Don't like that.
And it begins to thrash around. I need Eppa and Tink to go ahead and roll initiative checks for me.
Oh, I wouldn't have helped if it meant I had to fight a Fluffy.
I mean, strictly speaking, it's not a Fluffy. It's a rug.
Yeah, but it was a Fluffy. Also, starting combat at 9:45 at night, not a good idea.
It's only one guy. Can't be
It's-
that bad.
It's only one thing. What's the worst that could happen? Alright then, well, Eppa, you get to go first.
Okay.
So yeah, you are currently restrained and blinded.
Well, that gets rid of Misty Step as a solution. It's like, this is a very bad idea, Rug. I'm gonna use Draconic Cry to give myself and everyone advantage against this rug.
Mm-hmm.
And well, because I'm in a rug and I have a dagger, I'm just double checking. Does my extra attack apply to all attacks or just shooting? Let me double check that.
I'd imagine it'd be all your attacks, because extra attack just gives you the
Yes.
an
So I
extra
get
go of attack action.
Oh, TPK incoming, says Final Boss Fight Live.
Thank you for the raid, John. I doubt it's going to be all that bad.
Yeah, cool. So I'm going to attack it with my dagger, which I think I'm at disadvantage because restrained, but balances out because of Draconic Cry, I believe.
Yep. So just a flat roll.
21.
21 will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
That is 7 magical slashing damage.
7 points of piercing damage.
So yeah, piercing damage. My mistake.
Yep.
And once that's happened, I'm going to use my second attack to cast Toll the Dead. It needs to make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
That's a 4, so that's a fail.
Cool. It's going to take 3d12 necrotic damage for 23 damage.
And with that, the rug falls open. And Eppa, you manage to pull yourself free. Think from your perspective, all you see is like the tip of this dagger poke out of this lion skin rug, and then Eppa just pulling himself out from the bundle that wrapped around him.
That was unpleasant. Are you going to do that? And he just directly addresses the other rug.
The other rug lies there motionless.
Well, let's get this back where it needs to go. He just starts hauling its corpse.
Cool, you haul it to about there where it matches up with the one above.
Tank,
Mm-hmm.
can you get your trident out in case this thing tries to grab me?
Yep.
Never's just gonna get to work on the other one.
As you go to grab the other one, it doesn't move.
And that it's an inanimate object, or it's just too damn heavy?
It's an inanimate object.
Right, okay, cool.
It is not a rug of smothering in disguise.
I'll move that into position.
Alright then. You pull that one back into position, and then with that you hear another sound of another arcane lock being released.
Eppa just looks sadly at the floor where his toast has been knocked.
Aww.
See a little dustpan and brush come along and sweep it up. Although he doesn't chuck it in a bin, just chucks it in the fireplace and you just watch as it just goes extra burnt.
I'll get some when we leave.
Flick a match or
What are in these cupboards, by the way?
They're bookshelves. They're full of autobiographies of famous hunters.
Are there any that hunt kobolds?
Some... If you take your time flicking through, you do know that some of them note on how to hunt and remove kobolds in their kobold nests.
we should burn those books.
This is a very insensitive book to have around a guest. And he puts on top of the cabinet and leaves.
Alright then. Which room do you wish to go to next? Do you want to go left into the garden or straight on to the undiscovered room?
I was just going to see the floor for a bit.
Okay. In that case then we shall catch up with Aelin. You watch his Das finish his stuffing his face and full on sits there and picks at his teeth with a bit of a rib cage and he's like, I couldn't eat another bite.
Eats another bite.
I'm being told that Das takes another bite. Right, I suppose we should get on a roll. Yeah.
Do you need a wheelbarrow out of here? Can you walk, or do you need the air elemental to carry you?
No, I'm good. And Das actually starts to waddle. It's weird, you've never seen him this well fed, ever.
Kobolds, genuinely, we are living God. I love it.
Look, if it works, it works.
It really does.
I'd rather my kobolds be funny than just generic villain fodder. Eppo, you're greeted by the horrifying sight of a very fat Das.
Be careful your own daggers don't pop you.
Yeah, they're fine. See, they're right here. Although, I could really go for a wafer thin mint. Just one.
A wafer thin what?
Mint.
Oh. Just now. Also, you won't believe this. He like gets to the door and he's like pushing open as he starts to bitch about the fact that a rug just tried to eat him, and he's more pissed off at his knocked over toast than the fact that a rug tried to eat him.
Absolutely fair. As we open this room, this appears to be a combo of an alchemy lab and study. And yeah, life studies kind of thing. So over on this table here, there is a variety of implements and tools ready to deal with dissection and full study of a creature, whereas over on these two tables there is an alchemical setup and a table full of different spell components and alchemical ingredients ready to be pestled and mortared and made into various concoctions.
And he just steps into the room giggling like that.
Eppo has reached his mad scientist phase, everybody.
Reached? I started in my mad scientist phase.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You met me, like this party met me blowing up buildings.
I never said it ended.
Is anyone else coming in? I do love the dichotomy. Like, Das has to be supervised when eating, and Eppa just can maniacally giggle under his breath going into a room, and everyone's just like, he'll be fine.
Yeah, well, again, if something happens, we'll know.
As half the building blows up.
Exactly. So, someone go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, you poke around the room and you see that the alchemical setup over here is half complete. There is currently a base setting, there is some in one vial, and in another vial there is a solution of various herbs in water. Eppa, with your knowledge in the arcane and Aylin's knowledge of medicine, you reckon that these two vials will be making healing potions when they are done?
When they are done, that's just that they're animated.
They are not moving. There appears to be no unseen servants in this room.
Might as well help it along. And Ippa's just gonna make healing potions.
Go ahead and
Look
give
at
me an
these-
Arcana check. And do you have
May I
proficiency?
assist them?
Well, here's the question: does anybody have proficiency with alchemy tools?
No.
No, herbalism.
What about yourself? I don't
I'm gonna say I'm
I'm just
I, but
opening-
I've closed.
Yeah, I'm just opening your sheet now.
Yep, you are indeed.
I've closed. Not Roll20. D&D and Beyond. So it might take me a second.
Oh, okay.
But
I'll step aside as soon as Tink's enters the room.
Yep. In that case, then, can I have Tink roll me an Arcana check, and Aelin, can you roll me a Medicine check, please?
I would like to give Tink the help action.
Okie dokie. So Tink,
oh, I shouldn't need help. Don't offer me help.
Just see roll with advantage.
indeed, the help action is amazing. Oh my
Okay.
god.
Impressive.
25.
With or without help.
That would be without the help.
Yeah.
The help is not
But I,
needed.
I was going to say I didn't need the help.
Need is not necessarily the rationale.
In any case, then, between you two lovely ladies, you managed to concoct 2 potions of greater healing between you all.
How many?
2.
2? Okay. Nice.
And as you complete the alchemical work over the course of the next 10 minutes or so, you hear the final lock give way.
Oh.
All 4 locks have been undone.
Nice.
Locks. Please, kid.
Here, let me get rid of my little cross drawing there.
Come on, guys, hurry up. Otherwise, I'll open the store on my own.
I will assume they catch up to you, it's not a problem.
Boom.
You open the door, and inside is a sparsely decorated chamber. The door itself is flanked by 2. The statues are lions, but they're meant to be dragons. I don't have dragon statue tokens. Disappointing, I know, but deal with it.
I'm just gonna cry inside.
Cry on the inside then. But anyway, 2 white dragon statues flank you as you enter this chamber. Beyond them are display cases full of weapons, where the carpet rolls on forward and juts out. You see 2 statues at the end of either of those. One of them a knight in full plate armour, the other a wizard, holding his spellcasting focus in his palms. And again, beyond those, 2 more display cabinets full of broken and damaged weapons.
1 second, let me just put my eyes on. This spells death if I don't.
I got this image of like Eppa pulling out a pair of glasses and just giving them a polish and then putting them on right on the edge of his nose.
No, that was completely the wrong spell I just cast. Let's just put that 3rd level spell slot back where it's meant to be.
I think you meant detect magic.
Yes, not to spell it. There we go. That's what I meant to cast. Do we see anything with the spell with detect magic?
With your detect magic up, the 2 statues of the knight and the wizard are giving off strong evocation.
Okay, watch out for the statues. Otherwise, everything else seems okay.
What statues?
These
Dragon or humanoid?
humanoid. These guys, and he sort of pats the draconic statue's face. These are just cute fellas. And he sort of pulls his face up next to him. That's me. There's a nice cheeky login next to it.
Aww.
I wish I had a dragon this size. I could ride it. And I don't know what I'd call it. Balthazar?
March.
Math to Deardoth?
As you sit there and ponder this,
Bitey.
Aelin, you're nearest. You notice that the eye of this dragon does look at Eppa.
Eppa,
Yeah?
the dragon is looking at you.
Oh,
Like
that's
looking at you. Like it moved and is looking at you.
I'm sure it's just that he's very well carved. He's sort of patting it on the back, like just sort of enthusiastically, and then turns to look at the eye.
The eye does the whole iris contraction, and that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Dun-dun.
To be continued.
The wizard literally staring death in the face.
I gave Death a hug.
After you called it cute.
Yeah. Okay. Note to self: can I keep this one as a pet? We will find out.
All will be explained next week.
Oh God. You couldn't have asked me to write that moment.
I was looking at the time as me looking at what you're doing. It's like, oh, this is perfect. This is too good.
Like full Jurassic Park moment, just like, oh,
Yep.
Oh shit, I just watched that movie again the other day.
I watched Dominion the other day to finish off watching all of them. It's not as good as the original.
I don't think I've watched any but the first one. I mean, I didn't want to be disappointed if like the special effects and everything sucked after that.
You can't beat the original one.
Like,
Although
the
I
first,
do wonder
the
if
first
Michael
and second
Crichton is
one are
okay, because he's written 2 novels, both about a theme park killing the guests. And it's just like, oh, do you have a theory of theme parks, man? I think you need to talk about this.
I do believe those are entirely narrative devices, but yes.
Seriously, sit there and think about it. Jurassic Park and Westworld both are the theme park killing the guests.
That makes a lot of sense.
To be fair, that's also possibly one of the messages, is that the world being a site of spectacle kills our soul, rather than letting us truly live. But that's me. That for any more weird, deep insights like that, subscribe.
Yeah, maybe one day we'll have a podcast about it. We'll just sit and talk about random stuff for ages.
Oh Lord.
A rambling podcast. It's a novel thing.
What, rambling podcasts? Us? Shock.
We don't ramble. We never go off on tangents.
Never.
Never. Who does? Anyways, thank you all for watching, everybody. Tune in next week for more D&D shenanigans. Thank you to Final Boss Fights for the raid. And for all of you tuning in and giving us the follows and the subscriptions, it does help out the channel so much. You have no idea, because the money needs to stretch. Not just because it was a redeemed stretch. Oh,
I'm like, damn it, I just did that.
I know. I've only just seen it. I was busy running the game. Anyways, we're going to get a raid going on now. Let's go raid. Who should we raid? Let's go raid Pandemanium as they're doing Cult of the Lamb.
Ooh. We should bring them some mint sauce.
We should say that as we get to them. Anyway,
Yes.
gather your things, everybody. Hop on the boat and start raiding. We'll see you all next time for some more D&D. Bye!
Bye. Bye.
Bye.